Tell me when we're on.
We are streaming, so you can go ahead. We got a good stream going. Ready.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Northwood High School Baseball. We're coming to you from University High School field, beautiful field, and this is Randy Modell with the omnipresent Sue Burkle with me, running all the technology stuff here that I have no idea about, and also with Jeff Burkle here, seated behind home plate and ready for this afternoon's Pacific Coast League contest between the Northwood Timberwolves and the University High School Trojans. These two teams met on Tuesday, with Northwood having a relatively easy 12-3 victory, pushing their league record to 5-3 and pushing down University High School's league record to 2-6. On the mound today for University is David Shlomovitz. David pitched the first game way back when against Northwood, with Northwood coming out 3-1. David pitched very, very well. David's a very good pitcher. So this is not going to be, or I do not expect this to be as easy a game for Northwood as last Tuesday's game was. So, towards right center field, looking at the flag out in left center. And we'll be underway shortly, as you can probably see in your picture, if you can see a picture. David Shlomovitz is going through his warm-ups, and the ball is going to be going down to second base, and we're going to be ready for the first batter of this afternoon's game. This is a big game for Northwood in its hopes of making the CIF playoffs. It would be really nice, and this will go a long way towards assuring that. And leading off for Northwood is the shortstop, number 2, Eli Stewart, in his familiar leadoff position, which he has led off, I believe, every single game that Northwood has played this season. So here comes the first pitch of the game. It's a curveball, beautifully placed, strike one. Very nice pitch for Shlomovitz. And there's another curveball that's down in the dirt, bounces away. And now the count is 1-1. Not a cloud in the sky here. You know, a slight breeze right now. Beautiful weather for baseball. Absolutely beautiful weather for baseball. A 1-1 pitch. Next one, fastball is driven down the right field line. It looks like it's going to stay fair. It's gone. It's over the fence. Hasta la vista, baby. Home run for Eli Stewart leading off the game. That ball was a line drive down the right field line. It's pretty short down there. There's no dimensions, and it went over the fence. And Northwood quickly leads 1-0. That's the way to start the game off. David Shlomovitz tried to, after throwing 2 curveballs, he tried to throw a fastball by him, but Eli said, none of that, not in my house. And he hit it over the fence for a home run. And now Darren Shorter is up. First pitch fastball, inside part of the plate, strike one. So Northwood couldn't have asked for a better start, and it's 1-0. And the next pitch to Shorter is another fastball, also in, strike two. Quickly 0-2 on Darren Shorter. And the next pitch, a breaking ball that's weakly popped to third base, foul, and caught by the third baseman Nick Wetzel. And now there's one out with Jillian Tristan coming to the plate. On Tuesday, Jillian was the starting pitcher, pitched 5 shutout innings, left with a big lead and the ultimate victory. And here's a fastball down a little low. 1-0. Next pitch from Shlomovitz. Fastball. Fouled back. 1-1 is the count. Just getting underway here in Uni High. Beautiful day, as I said. And there's a 1-1 pitch. Curveball. It just nicks Julian Tristan. And he charged out to first base. It just barely got him. And if you're going to get hit, that's the way to get hit. Probably didn't even feel it. And now, with a man on first, Tom McCarty is advancing to the plate. Tristan taking his lead, not very big, as a curveball smack into the hole between short and third into left field for a base hit. Tristan stops at second base, and Northwood quickly has, after the home run and the out, has first and second, with the pitcher, Ben Burkle, coming to the plate. Okay, Burkle in a position to help himself out here with first and second. Curveball, and that also gets Burkle. Very similar to the last pitch, that the pitch before that hit Tristan. Another slow curveball that curved in and got Burkle. And now the bases are loaded with one out with Trevor Littlejohn coming up. Trevor playing second base today and up in a key position for Northwood very, very early in the game. Northwood looking to do some big damage in the first inning. First pitch by Shlomovitz, curveball down in the dirt, but Littlejohn swings after it. Strike one.
Go, D.
Pitch bounced in there at full, Littlejohn. And it's 0-1. Bases loaded here on two hit batters and a base hit. Next pitch, curveball, that's up high. And the count is now 1-1. Tristan on third, McCarty in second, Burkle on first. Pitch is down in the dirt, blocked. Another curveball that bounces. And the count to Littlejohn is 2-1. Nice block by the catcher. Pass ball, wild pitch now probably would be a run. Next pitch, fastball up high. And now the count is 3-1, and Shlomovitz in danger of walking in a run with another ball right here. And here comes the pitch. Fastball, swung and a miss, strike two. Bases loaded, one out. Top of the first, 1-0 Northwood on a home run by Eli Stewart leading off the game. Full count, fastball, foul down the right field line. Littlejohn spoils that fastball. I imagine we'll be seeing another fastball. Shlomovitz hasn't been able to show that he can get his curve over. I don't think he's going to be throwing a curveball in this situation. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. Fastball again, high. Swung on a miss, strike three. That pitch might have been a little out of the zone. Littlejohn went for it and missed. And now there's two out. Shlomovitz 1 out away from getting out of this jam and facing the center fielder, Connor Vasicki. Connor started on Tuesday for the first time in a while and had a very big day at bat. First pitch by Shlomovitz, fastball, strike one. He's getting his fastball over. It was the curveball that he was having problems with. And he's quickly ahead 0-1. The next pitch, curveball, strike 2. He dropped that one in there nicely. And Varsity is behind 0-2. Shlomovitz 1 strike away from getting out of this jam with only 1 run as a fastball. Varsity wouldn't bite on that pitch. It was too high. It's probably about head high. And it's 1-2.
Got you 3.
And the next pitch, fastball. And strike 3 is called. He went after that. Pitch was out of the zone again. The high, hard one strikes out Varsity. And Northwood only comes up with 1 run. And going into the bottom of the first, it's Northwood 1, Uni coming to bat. Okay, leading off the bottom of the first for Uni is John Rizzo.
Here we go, boys. Defense.
Let's go, Northwood!
Okay, Ben Burkle on the mound for Northwood, and the first pitch from Burkle is a fastball, taken strike 1. Somehow it got away from Thomas Lee. Rizzo in there. Next pitch from Burkle. Fastball, it's down and away, and it's 1-1. Next pitch, fastball at the knees. Strike 2. 1-2 to John Rizzo, leadoff batter for Uni High. And there's a pitch that's a little outside. 2-2. Next pitch is a fastball. It's driven deep to left field, but McCarty going back on it and makes the play. And is 1 up and 1 down.
Here you go, Ben.
Coming up to bat now for Uni is Andy Masato. Andy Masato. Andy did not start last game, but did come in. First pitch, fastball high. And it's 1-0. Next pitch from Burkle. Another fastball. Strike 1. Nice pitch down and away on the corner. 1-1 is the count. Schroeder about even with the bag at third. And there's a breaking ball that's tapped foul down into the Uni dugout. On deck batter snagged it. 1-2. Nice breaking ball that broke down and away, and Masada just topped it. 1-2 pitch. Fastball. Swung on a miss. Strike three. Burka blew that ball by Masato. Now there's 2 out. And Kahi Rodriguez is now coming up. Fastball driven very well to left, and McCarty has that one as well. The ball does not seem to be carrying as well as it seems to be jumping off the bat here. And Uni is out 1-2-3, and after 1, it's Northwood 1, Uni nothing. Top of the second. Leading off for Northwood is the designated hitter, Carl Espy. Espy is hitting in the spot of Jason Carrig, who is playing first base. Okay, Shlomovich's first pitch is a fastball that's up for ball 1. Shlomovich is a hard-throwing left-hander. Next pitch, also top of the zone. And the ball came back here, fouled back, 1-1. Shlomovich likes to throw fastballs at the top of the zone, which is hard to catch up with if you're a hard thrower like he is. And there's a breaking ball that is outside. Two and 1 is the count. Next pitch, fastball ripped into center field, drops it for center field for a base hit. That was a high fastball that Espy really ripped. And it's a good start for Northwood in the top of the second. And coming up now is the catcher, Thomas Lee. Thomas batting ninth. This is the first time, I believe, all season that he's batted in that position. So Espy's on at first, nobody out. Shlomovich out of the stretch now. Pretty good sized lead. Fastball that's ripped, but it's right at the left fielder who makes the play. Lee hit that one right on the nose, but the left fielder was right there for out number 1. And coming up now is the man that led off the game with a home run, the shortstop Eli Stewart. That's a fastball at the top of the zone, taking strike 1. Pitch could have been up, but not in the eyes of the umpire. 1 strike. Another fastball, and that one is fouled off. Down the right field line, 2 strikes.
Let's go, Eli!
Will Shlomovich try to come up high with a fastball, strike that pitcher, or throw a curveball down in the dirt, hoping Stewart goes after it? Let's see what he does. And that is a high fastball, and it's fouled back.
Go, Eli.
Let's go, number 2! Come on, okay, kid.
KSB taking his lead. He's got a good sized lead. He's not going anywhere. It's a curveball taking strike 3. Nice pitch. And there's 1 out.
2 outs. 46.
2 outs. I'm sorry. There's 2 outs. Thank you, Sue, for keeping me honest.
Man, I'm getting good.
And now Darren Shorter is coming up.
Let's go, Darren!
Go, Daryl.
And there goes SB. First pitch foul back. SB was going. It was a fastball. It's Shorter fouled back. SB looking down at Coach Garcia, flashing the signs. Taking his lead now. And there's 1 strike. Pickoff move, not a very good one. That was just Shlomovich telling SB that, I see you there. I'm watching you, son. I'm watching you. Another pickoff move, a little better. A little harder, and SB is back.
He's thinking about you, Chopper Rose.
Another pickoff
Oh,
move,
he's really
and he's
thinking
back
about
again.
Chocolate at dinner date.
Nothing fancy about that move from Shlomovitz. Just stepping and throwing. Next pitch, fastball. It's up a little high.
Way to watch it, Darren.
1-1.
Go, David.
Next pitch, curveball that breaks a little outside. Close, but missed. 2-1. Here goes SB, and there's a pitch that's fouled off, and it's out of play. So twice now on this at-bat, SB is gone, but both times Shorter fouled the pitch away. So we have 2-2, 2 out, top of the second, 1-0 Northwood leads. Shlomovich stretches. Here comes the pitch to the plate, curveball. It's hit into center field, and the center fielder right there makes the play with the 3rd out. No runs going to the bottom of the second. Northwood 1, Uni nothing. We're back for the bottom of the second, and leading off for Uni is the pitcher, David Shlomovitz. Last game when Shlomovitz wasn't pitching, he did bat in the fourth spot and was the designated hitter. Still in the fourth spot, but today's pitching, and there's a changeup that's down and away, bounces, ball one.
Let's go, Northwood!
The next pitch is a fastball.
Yeah.
Swung on and missed. Strike one. Next pitch to Shlomovitz. Just missed outside. Burkle trying to nibble that outside corner, just missed on that one. There's a ball that's driven down the right field line, but way foul. Shlomovitz out ahead of that pitch on the inside part of the plate, and the count is 2-2. Next pitch by Burkle, curveball. That Shlomovitz thinks hit him, and the umpire said it did hit him. And he ran down to first base, and now the third baseman, Nick Wetzel, comes to the plate with a runner on first and nobody out. His first pitch is fouled off the right field line. One strike. Next pitch, fastball, swung through, strike two. The fastball on the top of the zone. Wetzel could not catch up with it. And there's two strikes. And there's a curveball that just breaks outside. Wetzel started to go late off. Burkle pickoff move. Shlomovitz back easily. One and two is the count to Nick Wetzel, third baseman for Uni. And there's a fastball that's popped up. And the catcher, Thomas Lee, makes the play in fair territory for out number one. Next up is Adam Barnett, number 6 batter in the order. First pitch from Burkle is down, ball one. There's a strike at the knees. 1-1. Next pitch is lined over the shortstop's head into left center field for a base hit. Shlomovitz stops at second, and now there's 2 men on and 1 out for Jake Rome. Jake Rome is the son of Jim Rome, who's a famous sports radio and television guy who just happens to be here watching this game today. So, first and second, 1 out. And the pitch from Burkle, curveball taken for ball 1. Next pitch to Rome is another curveball. Looks like he waved on this one, and he did. That was way out of the zone, and Rome waved at it, and it counted as 1-1. Next pitch, fastball down on the knees, taken, strike 2. Burkle ahead, 1-2. It's 1 out, first and second. Northwood clinging on to a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second. The next pitch from Burkle, fastball, it's down low, 2-2. It's a good pitcher's pitch. Rome laid off of it, and it's 2-2 now. Next pitch, breaking ball, swung on a miss, strike 3. And Rome goes down swinging, and now there's 2 outs. With Jackson Muniz coming up. Jackson Muniz up with first and second and 2 out now. And here's a pitch, fastball. Sky to center field. Vasicki should make this play, and he does, and the inning is over. And Burkle and Northwood get out of it. And the score, after 2, remains Northwood 1, Uni nothing. Okay, leading off the top of the third for Northwood is Julian Tristan, playing right field today. Julian got hit by a pitch. One of those slow curveballs that just nicked him on his first time up. And here's the first pitch. It's a fastball, strike 1. Comes the next pitch from Shlomovich. Another fastball that's hit down to right field. Right fielder underneath it makes the play for the first out. And now Tom McCarty is coming to the plate. If you've never been to this field before, they've got some major league seating around the backstop. Nice, seats that you would sit in a major league stadium. First pitch, fastball inside. There are three rows, a couple different sections. I'd say there's probably about 120, 150 seats here. And we've got a pretty good crowd. Next pitch, curveball down low. 2-0 to McCarty. Next pitch is another pitch down low. And now McCarty is ahead in the count 3-0. And next pitch, fastball right down Broadway for a strike. 3-1. Next pitch to McCarty. Fastball down low, ball 4, and McCarty trots down to first base with Ben Burkle coming up now.
Go, bud.
So McCarty on a freebie, and Burkle is now up. And here comes the first pitch. It's smacked down the right field line. Right fielder moving towards the line. Makes the play in fair territory. About 5 feet from the fence. And now there's 2 out. With Trevor Littlejohn coming to the plate. Littlejohn came up in the first inning with the bases loaded, and Shlomovich struck him out. First pitch to Littlejohn, fastball on the inside part of the plate, taken for strike 1. There's a fastball that's down low, making it 1-1. McCarty taking his lead, nice size lead, and the pitch is a curveball that's up high for ball 2.
Go, Trevor!
Next pitch from Shlomovich is a fastball inside part of the plate, taken, strike 2. The count is 2-2 to Littlejohn. And here comes the pitch, fastball up and away. Pickoff play down to first, safe, close. Good throw, might have had him. As McCarty got off pretty far, scrambled to get back. Good throw, might have had McCarty. But now the count is full. 3-2. McCarty should be running on the pitch to the plate. 2 outs, and he wasn't going, and it's strike 3. Littlejohn looks at fastball, strike 3, and going into the bottom of the 3rd, Northwood 1, Uni nothing. Bottom of the third. And here's the ninth place hitter, Jackson Lobianco, coming to the plate for Uni. And there's a bunt up in the air. Thomas Lee makes the play. Ball went into fair territory, but it was an easy play for Thomas, and there's one pitch and one out.
Gotta love that.
John Thomas there.
John Rizzo playing first base today. He played second base last game, playing first base today. Fastball, strike one. Next pitch, Burkle. It's a curveball that's blooped into center field. Varsity coming on hard and cannot make the play. It bounces in front of him, and Rizzo is on with a base hit. Ball is hit off the end of the bat. Straightaway center. Varsity came in, couldn't make the play. And now Andy Masato, the second baseman, is up. Andy struck out first time up. And there goes the runner. Throw down, not nearly in time. And Rizzo steals second base. Pitch was a ball. And now the tying run is at second base with one out for Uni. There's a pitch that bounces. Nice block by Thomas Lee. And I was wrong. The first pitch was a strike, and now the count is 1-1. Rizzo has his lead. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball that's driven down the right field line. Foul ball. Must have been fouled by about 10, 15 feet. And we have a 1-2 count to Masato. Burkle got Masato on a high fastball, swung through right last time up, and there it is again. But he gets this one, and it's caught by Stewart. It was not off the good part of the bat, and Stewart made the play. It was a weakish line drive. And now there's two out, and Kahi Rodriguez is coming to the plate, but Coach Stewart is out to visit. Catcher and third place hitter Kahi Rodriguez is at the plate. Now the umpire is slowly walking out to the mound to break it up, but before he can get there, it's broken up by Coach Stewart leaving. And here we go. I don't know if you could hear in the background, but their PA guy has a real funky voice when he's announcing the University Trojans. Real funky. And there's a fastball grounded out to shortstop. Stewart makes the play, throws the first in time to Carrick, and the inning is over. No runs come across, and it's still 1-0 after 3. Coming to the plate for Northwood to lead off the top of the fourth is the center fielder Connor Vasicki. As I told you at the start of this broadcast, David Shlomovich is a good pitcher. Northwood had their chance in the top of the first inning to really do some damage against him. Couldn't do it, and he seems to be settling in now, and hopefully he won't be too good the rest of the way out. Need to score some more runs. First pitch is upstairs for a ball. Next pitch, another pitch upstairs for a ball. Vasicki started to go and laid off that high fastball, and now the count is 2-0. The next pitch is down low, and 3-0 the count to Vasicki. Next pitch is a fastball on the corner for a strike. These two players, David Shlomovich and Connor Vasicki, played on the same Little League team when they were 8 years old. And there's another fastball, another strike. And now the count from 3-0 is now 3-2. Shlomovich trying to come back all the way. Vasicki trying to get on base. And it's another fastball. It's on the inside corner, taking strike 3. That pitch looked like it could have been inside, but not for the umpire. So Shlomovich comes all the way back from a 3-0 count and strikes out Vasicki looking, and now Carl Espy, the designated hitter, is coming to the plate. And it's a curveball is tapped back to the mound. Shlomovich underhands it to first baseman Rizzo. Espy is out, and just like that, instead of having a man on first and no out, there's 2 men out at the top of the fourth. And Thomas Lee, the catcher, is coming to the plate. Curveball down a little low. Nice pitch. Just missed by a little. Next pitch, fastball is driven to right field, but right at the right fielder. Barnetti makes the play, and Thomas Lee is out. He's hit the ball twice right on her nose and has nothing to show for it. And going into the bottom of the fourth, the score remains Northwood 1, Uni nothing. Bottom of the fourth, and the pitcher David Shlomovich is coming to the plate. As I said, David pitching a really good game thus far. And there's a pitch that's changeup that's outside for ball 1. The only thing that David Shlomovich has given up was the leadoff home run to Eli Stewart to start the game. Put up blank since. Second pitch from Burkle bounces in there, and it's 2-0. Shlomovich was hit on the foot, or just touched on the foot by a curveball. First time up, and there's a fastball, strike 1. 2-1 account. Next pitch by Burkle is a fastball that's hit down a third base line, shorter in foul territory. It makes the play by the to retire Shlomovitz, and there's one out. That ball was up there, shorter went over by the fence and made the play. Foul ball. And now coming up is the third baseman, Nick Wetzel. I think Wetzel lined a base hit last time up. Pitch by Burkle, fastball ripped down a third base line between third baseman down in left field, and he's going to second base. Here comes the throw in, and the ball gets away, and the first baseman was not backing up, and Wetzel was going to wind up at third. Nobody was backing up the throw from the left fielder. The ball got by the second baseman and rolled to the fence. Neither the first baseman nor the right fielder were backing up that play, and because of that, Wetzel gets an extra base. The throw from McCarty got by the second baseman and just rolled into foul territory past first base. So now Adam Barnett is up with a chance to tie the game with one out and Wetzel on third base.
Ball's in the dirt, guys.
The infield is playing in right now. First pitch curveball hit off the end of the bat, rolls down to the Northwood dugout. Strike one. So Northwood thinking that runs are going to be tough to come by the rest of the way, playing their infield in, not conceding that run, not conceding the tying run in the bottom of the fourth, fastball up high. Of course, the outfield is at normal depth, but the infield is in. 1-1 account to Adam Barnett. Next pitch, fastball up a little high. Ball two. Next pitch from Burkle is a curveball, bounced to third base. It's a fair ball. There's no play home. Throw to first. Carrick drops the ball, and Barnett is safe. It looked like the throw would have beaten the runner, but Carrick dropped the ball. And now the score is tied, and Barnett is out first with Jake Rome coming to the plate. So we have a no ball game, tied 1-1 in the bottom of the fourth. Very small lead by Anna Barnett, but Burkle throws over there anyway, and he's not back by a lot. I don't know what Barnett was doing. He had like about a 2-foot lead and just barely got back. And there he goes. Barnett goes. It's a fake swing. The pitch it throws in time, and the tag is made, and Barnett is out. Nice throw by Thomas Lee. Throws there in plenty of time, and we have two out now. The pitch was a strike.
Way to go, gentlemen!
Nice going, Thomas.
And there's one strike to Jake Rome. Pitches a changeup. It's way out ahead, and it's 0-2. Swung and missed. Rome struck out last time on a curveball. And here's the 0-2 pitch. It's a fastball up and away. Taken 1-2. And the next pitch by Burkle is a curveball. It bounces and comes back to the backstop. And
It's a little bit off.
It hits the fence
Just
and
stabilize it for a minute. Let's see what I got.
it jarred the cameras. You can see that, but now we're back again. 2-2 is the count. The next pitch from Burkle, fastball. That was mighty close. It wasn't down, and it might have been a little outside. Thomas Lee is saying it was a little outside. It wasn't down. Very close, and the count is full. Next pitch to Rome, full count. It's a fastball, and it's skied out to right field. Tristan underneath it makes the catch. The inning is over, but not before Uni comes up with a run to tie the game. And the score after 4, Northwood 1, Uni 1.
Yeah, it's like, I was going to get out. Give me a hand.
Top of the 5th, we have a new ball game here as we're tied 1-1. Shlomovitz has to have a little pep in his step right now that we're tied, and Eli Stewart is leading off the 5th. Fastball up and away, ball 1. Shlomovitz back to the windup. Next pitch is a fastball at the knees, taking strike 1. Nice pitch. Very nice pitch. The next pitch is a curveball that bounces. Stewart laid off of it. Another good pitch. Good pitcher's pitch, but Stewart laid off of that one. And it's 2-1. Fastball, that's up high. David tried to put a little extra on that one. And it was just a little high, and now it's 3-1, and he's going to have to come into Eli. And it's a fastball. Oh man, that pitch was outside. That pitch was not. That pitch was further off the plate than the one that we walked the guy on. Okay, full count here, and it hits a fastball. Hits Eli Stewart off the hip, his left hip. And you don't want to get hit on a 3-ball pitch. You don't want to get hit because it would have been ball 4 anyway. He would have had the base without having to endure the bruise that he's going to have. But that's not the way it goes. And Darren Shorter is coming to the plate. But he's conferring with Coach Garcia. I would not be surprised if a sacrifice bunt was on. Not be surprised at all as we're getting late in the game. It's the top of the 5th with a tie score. Darren does have good speed. If he lay down a good one, he may be able to beat it out. Third baseman, thinking that he is going to be bunting, is way in on the grass. And here's a square, and there's the bunt down the first base line. It's a nice play. Nice play by Shlomovitz. And he's a what? Oh, he called him out. That's incredible. That was an incredible call. The umpires are conferring now. That was an awful call by the base umpire. Shorter slid in there. Shlomovich fielded the ball and tried to get it out of his glove and gloved it to the first baseman, but the ball popped up high in the air. Shorter slid in way before the ball got to the first baseman, and the umpire, who was running back to third base as he was making the call, called him out. And now there's a conference going on here between the home plate umpire and the third and uni coach, which leads me to believe that they're going to reverse that call. But I don't know what's going on here. Shorter staying at first base, and Stewart is on second. And let's see what's going to happen now. Now Stewart is talking to the home plate umpire, and it's looking like Shorter is going to be out, but Shorter's still at first base. And now the base umpire is talking to the uni coach, and the home plate umpire is talking to the Northwood coach. So we got a lot of basic confusion going on here. And Shorter is walking off first base, and he is out. So we have a man on second now, and one out, and Julian Tristan coming to the plate. Fastball up.
Hey, Julian.
And one ball. That could prove to be a big bad call in this game. The next pitch is a fastball. It's down. And we're at 2-0 to Julian Tristan, third place hitter in Northwood's order. The next pitch is a fastball. Good hack, but just missed it and fouled it back. Tristan took a good hack on that, but just missed it. Two and one to count. Next pitch, fastball just a little inside. A little off the plate inside, and it's 3-1. Third baseman pretty much on the line, about step or two behind third base. He's moving up a little closer. There's a curveball that Shlomovich drops in there for strike two. Nice pitch. He threw a curve, 3-1, dropped it in there, and now the count is full. If he throws a 3-1, he'll probably throw a 3-2. No, it's a fastball. Fouled off down the right field line. It's out of play. Often the pitch that the pitcher throws 3-1, he had enough confidence in it, he'll also throw it on 3-2. But that's not what happened here. There is that open base. And here comes a pitch from Shlomovich. It's a curveball. It bounced out to second baseman. Masato up with it. Throws to first. In time, Stewart takes third on the out. And now there's two out with Stewart on third and Tom McCarty coming to the plate. And the uni coach is taking a slow walk to visit David, and he's certainly not going to be taking him out. Probably talking strategy, how David feels about pitching to this guy, or the on-deck batter was Ben Burkle, telling him how he wants to pitch to McCarty. if he wants to be careful with him. He's probably asking him if he wants to put him on or which guy he wants to go out after to get the third out of the inning. And the uni coach is walking off. And McCarty's coming to the plate, so let's see how they pitch McCarty. If they're going to be careful with him or are they going to go after him. Man on third, 2 out, top of the 5th. 1-1 score. And here's a fastball that's up and away. Next pitch coming from Shlomovitz is another fastball that's ripped out to the shortstop. Makes the play, throws over to first. In time, and the inning is over. Northwood stays off the board and going to the bottom of the 5th. It's 1-1. Jackson Muniz, the left fielder, 8th place hitter in the order for Uni, leading off the bottom of the 5th. With a 1-1 score. First pitch by Burkle, inside, ball 1. I'd really like to know what that hubbub was about last inning with the umpires and the coaches, but don't know. It's a pitch that's outside, and it's now 2-0 to the leadoff hitter, Jackson Muniz, and there's a fastball in for a strike. Okay, 2-1's the count. As the fastball swung on a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 the count now. Pitch from Burkle. Fastball, foul back. Leadoff hitter, bottom of the 5th. 1-1 the score at University High School. Pitch by Burkle, curveball, sky to left field. McCarty underneath it and makes the catch for out number 1. And now coming to the plate is the 9th place hitter in the order, Jackson Lobianco. Okay, hope you all heard that funky announcer voice. Okay, first pitch to Lobianco in for strike 1. Next pitch is driven out to right field. Tristan backing up for it right there. makes the catch, route number 2. So quickly we have 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. And now coming up is the leadoff hitter for Uni, John Rizzo, the first baseman. And it is fake bunt, taking strike 1. Next pitch by Burkle. It's down in the dirt, but swung on and missed. And Rizzo is down 0-2. There's a lot of noise now coming out of the Uni dugout. Fastball outside corner, taking strike 3. The inning is over, and it's 1-1 going to the top of the 6th. Nice inning for Ben. How many pitches?
62.
Great. Top of the 5th, pitcher Ben. Top of the 6th, pitcher Ben Burkle leading off. This is a good time for Northwood to score some runs. Northwood has not scored since the first batter of the first inning. Eli Stewart hit a home run. That's the only run that Northwood has thus far. First pitch by Shlomovich, swung on a miss, strike 1. The next pitch to Burkle, another fastball. He couldn't hold up. The pitch was out of the zone. He could not hold up, and strike 2. I'd throw that same pitch if I was Shlomovitz. And here it comes, and it is, but Burkle laid off that time. 1-2. Northwood trying to get their leadoff man on to bring him around and take the lead in the top of the 6th. Burkle trying to battle Shlomovitz. Another fastball, it's up, and Burkle laid off of that one as well. And the count goes 2-2.
Go down, bud. Get it started here, 2-0.
Okay, here comes the next pitch, and it's a curveball that is not close. And now the count is full, so from 0-2, it's now 3-2. And let's see if Burkle can win this battle. And here it is, the fastball, foul back. Hanging in there. Hanging in there. It'd really be nice if we can get that leadoff batter on to start this inning. Okay, here it comes, and it's a fastball taken. Strike 3. Burkle looked at that one go by, and there's 1 out now. Trevor Littlejohn coming to the plate. Comes the first pitch, Little John, a fastball down the right field line. It looks like it's going to be foul. Just foul. I couldn't tell where it hit because as I looked down the line, the Northwood dugout, the player standing up in my path, and I couldn't see where it landed. But I was told by Sue Burkle that was maybe a couple of feet foul. Okay, here comes the next pitch, is a curveball. That's up and away. Well, for the time being anyway, Shlomovich seems to have lost his curveball. And here comes the next pitch. Fastball fouled. 1-2. Shlomovich has showed very good control over his fastball all afternoon. Curveball has been hit and miss. I don't mean batter hitting it. And here's a fastball that's drilled out to right field, but the right fielder right there to make the catch. And there's 2 down in the top of the 6th for Northwood. And Connor Vasicki coming to the plate now. Connor, the 7th place man in the order. Carl Espy on deck. First pitch bounces in for a ball.
Never too late, Connor. Let's go. Let's get it started.
Next pitch by Shlomovich is a fastball that's inside. 2-0. Pitch is fastball, strike. Okay, 2-1 the count. Next pitch, fastball, swung and a missed. Looked like Vasicki was ahead of that pitch. Maybe he pulled his head a little. Didn't stay on the ball. 2-2 is the count. 2 outs, 1-1 score. Oh, fastball that nicks Vasicki. And Vasicki goes down to that fastball that nicked his shoulder area. David Shlomovich clearly not happy with himself doing that. Showing a lot of emotion on that. Clearly not happy, and Carl Espy now is coming to the plate. Vasicki taking his lead, not a very big one. And the first pitch to Espy, curveball, outside again. 3 curveballs in a row that Shlomovich has thrown in the same place, up and away. Next pitch, fastball, close but off the plate, and it's 2-0. Vasicki takes his lead, probably not going anywhere. And there's a pitch, fastball, strike. Shlomovich pours that one through, and the count is now 2-1. And next pitch, ball down in the dirt, and it's 3-1. If you're wondering, Thomas Lee is on deck. Thomas Lee hit up twice, hit the ball right on the nose twice, but right at outfielders. And the count is 3-1. It's a fastball. It's grounded third baseman. Oh, he makes the play. Bobla came right up, throws him out, and the inning is over. There's a hard hit ball in the hole. Third baseman hit his glove, and the ball bounced out of his glove, but it came right back to him. He threw and recorded the out, and the inning is over. And moving into the bottom of the 6th, score remains Northwood 1, Uni 1. Bottom of the 6th, and leading off for the Trojans is their second baseman, Andy Masato, the number 2 man in the lineup for Uni. And Burkle still on the mound for Northwood. First pitch is a changeup taken for a strike. And next pitch, fastball outside corner, strike 2. And Burkle quickly jumps ahead 0-2 to Andy Masato. Pitch just off the corner. Nice pitcher's pitch. Masato didn't budge though. Wouldn't go after it, and it's 1-2. Changeup bounced out to shorter, one hopper, shorter, throws to first. It's a little wide, but Carrick stayed on the bag, and there's 1 out. Masato, good player, he's a senior. He has been starting for this Uni team since he was a freshman. And now the third place hitter in the order, the catcher, Kai Rodriguez, is coming to the plate. In this 1-1 ball game, first pitch. Breaking ball outside, ball 1. Next pitch is another curveball, but that hangs up high for ball 2. 2-0. Next pitch is a fastball, low and outside corner. It goes Northwood's way, 2-1. Next pitch by Burkle is working quickly. It's a line drive to center field. Varsity right there and makes the play. Ball was hit hard, but Varsity was played perfectly. Took about 3 or 4 steps to his left and easily made the play. And now the pitcher, David Shlomovitz, is coming to the plate. David's a strong hitter, capable of hitting the ball out if he got his pitch. The right field fence here at Uni is fairly short. And the pitch from Burkle is a fastball. And there is a ball hit deep. That could be out of here. It is. All of this, it's a home run to take the lead for Uni 2-1. Just as I was talking about that he had the capabilities of doing it, he did it. And now Northwood finds itself down at least 2-1 going to its last at-bats in the 7th. A big blow, David Shlomovitz. Burkle left a fastball up high, and Shlomovitz wrote it out. Now Nick Wetzel is coming to the plate. This is a stunning turnaround right here. Change-up in first strike. A stunning turnaround. Now for the first time all game, Northwood is behind. With one at-bat left, 3 outs. There's a ground ball bounced out to Stewart. Stewart makes the play, flips to first. In time, the inning is over, but not before Shlomovitz hits a big one for himself. And after 6, it's Uni 2, Northwood 1. Okay, we're back. Top of 7. Northwood facing a loss here unless they can do something to tie it up with 9-1-2 coming up with Thomas Lee leading off. As I said last inning, Thomas Lee's hit the ball twice but has nothing to show for it. And the first pitch from Shlomovitz is a little out, ball 1. Shlomovitz trying to be the pitching and hitting hero for Uni this afternoon. Northwood trying not to let that happen. And is a fastball strike. 1-1. Northwood needing to put at least 1 on the board to keep this game going. And it's a fastball that's bounced foul.
Let's go, Northwood! Come on.
As I said right from the outset, David Schlomer's a very good pitcher, and he's given up nothing since the first bat of the game. We had him on the ropes in the first inning, but we couldn't come through, and here we are. There's a ground ball bounced out to the second baseman. He makes the play to throw to first in time. Masato made that play on the hopper, through to Rizzo, and there's one out now, and Eli Stewart advancing to the plate. And Eli Stewart led off the game with a home run, and that has been it for Northwood scoring. We need a base runner, something fierce. Fastball swung on and fouled. On 1 to count. Next pitch to Stewart. Another fastball ripped over the second baseman's head into right field for a base hit. So Stewart trying to rally the troops here. Gets the base hit, and Darren Shorter is coming up now. And we have a pinch runner coming in for Eli Stewart, and that's Jack Jones. Pitch running for Eli Stewart.
You got
if you've been listening to us during the course of the season, Jack Jones is probably the fastest runner on this team. Darren Schroeder up now. The third baseman really way in looking for a bunt, but I don't think that's happening here with one out. And there's a pitch fastball taking strike one. Third baseman still in on the grass. Still in on the grass. We need a base hit from Darren here. We need a base hit. Pickoff play. Jones back easily. In case you're wondering, Julian Tristan is on deck for Northwood. Julian is certainly capable of hitting the ball over the fence. Has done so many times. Another fastball, strike two. Same great spot as the first pitch on the outside corner, blown away on the outside corner, and it's 0-2 to Shorter. Third baseman now moves back onto the dirt, probably about even with the bag. Outfield's all straight away. Next pitch, curveball, it's way up high. Count 1-2. Shlomovich trying to close Northwood out. Needing 2 outs for the win. Northwood battling, trying not to let that happen. Fastball, foul back. Count remains 1-2. Next pitch, curveball. Just outside. They appeal to the second base umpire, and he says he did not go.
He did not go.
And the count is now 2-2. That pitch was close. Sure, they held up. And it's 2-2 now. But that was the best curveball that Shlomovich has thrown in a while. Let's see if he'll come back to it now. So maybe he has a feel for it again. It's a fastball. It's a little high. And now the count is full. The question is, will Jack Jones be going on this full count pitch? I say he does. I say he does. He doesn't have that big of a lead, I'll tell you that right now. He does not have much of a lead. He's not going, and it's a line drive into left field. It drops. Jones, I guess, had to hold up because he could only advance to second base. Darren Shorter comes through. Now we have first and second and 1 out, and Julian Tristan at the plate. Jack Jones was not running, much to my surprise. And it's first and second and 1 out. Julian Tristan up with Tom McCarty on deck. And the coach is coming out to visit with David. Well, the coach is now uni coach talking to Northwood coach. No idea what he can be talking about. I don't know if I've seen that happen before. The uni coach comes out to visit their pitcher, and then before he goes visit him, he speaks with the Northwood coach. And now the unit coach is going back.
Let's go, Julian!
Yeah, the uni coach is speaking to the second base umpire now. He's speaking with everybody.
And he was pushing some time.
Okay, okay, here we go. First and second. 1 out. Northwood desperately trying to tie this game up. Julian Tristan up. First and second. Jones a short lead. Fastball, nice pitch. Low inside corner. Strike one. Jones needs to get off more than that. He's got a very short lead. There's nobody around him. Nobody around him. He needs to get off more than that.
Go right here, JT.
Next pitch. Check swing fouled. Now Shlomovitz quickly ahead of Tristan 0-2. Just what he needed. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Jones at second. Shorter at first. Julian Tristan at the plate. And here comes the pitch. That's fastball, that's high. One and two. Left field is that pretty deep. If there's a ground ball, it goes in the hole. Should be able to score Jones, but Jones' lead is not very big. And here's a curveball that's hit into the hole. Third baseman cuts it off. He looks, he throws, and he's, close play, called out. Tristan slid headfirst into first base, and he was out. But now we have runners at second and third, and here comes the coach with Tom McCarty coming up, and it looks like he's going to be pulling David Shlomovitz. And the fans are giving David Shlomovitz a big hand as he comes off the mound, pitching 6 2/3 innings, leading with the lead 2-1, having been personally responsible for that home run that he hit in the bottom of the 6th. And coming into pitch is number 18, and I don't have that person in my. And Brad Hodges is coming into pitch for Uni with second and third and 2 out. Game on the line. It's a hard-throwing big right-hander. And we'll be right back.
Yeah, that's Brad Hodges, right?
Right.
Thank you.
Okay, we're back. Game on the line. Brad Hodges coming in to try to close this one out for Uni. Uni 1 out away from a victory, but also Northwood 1 hit away from taking the lead. Tom McCarty up now. The Northwood hopes rest with Tom McCarty. Third baseman kind of in, which is kind of surprising. Hodges, a big right-hander. Here comes the first pitch. It gets away, but bounces right back. Oh, no. Oh, no. There's a rundown coming. A rundown. This is bad news right here. Darren Shorter ran right up to third base. The third baseman and the third base runner's back. Jack Jones had no choice but to come home, and he got in the rundown, and Uni executed it, and the game is over. And Uni wins 2-1. This is a tough loss. A tough loss for Northwood, especially losing it like that. Tough way to lose the game. A great game, a great pitching matchup. Burko pitched great. Shlomovis pitched great. And Uni comes out on top 2-1. So, for Sue Burkle, this is Randy Modell signing off. Next game we play is Tuesday at home against Corona Del Mar. Come on out to the ballpark if you can. If not, come online with us and we'll see you then. Have a good weekend. Thank you. Bye.